when we're aware in the way that we just were, and maybe still are, from the meditation, sometimes we notice parts of our experience, patterns arising, difficult feelings that are challenging, right? And maybe that happened for you during the meditation. And the invitation always is to be as intimate with our experience as possible, which means welcoming and noticing. And it's not like a doing, like you should do that. It's what consciousness is always doing anyway. Consciousness is the energetic foundation of life, existence. And by its nature, it doesn't come and go. That's why the sky is a very good metaphor. It's just here as this loving presence always, whether you realize it or not. So when we do a meditation like we just did, it's the opportunity to lean into the truth of our experience, the deepest truth of our experience, which is there is this loving, welcoming presence that just accepts everything as it is. That's always happening. That's the truth of things, whether you realize it or not. And then we, and I'm sure this is true for everyone here, we get an interest in like spiritual longings, right? And however, just tap into for a minute to how that has happened for you. Like there must be something more. Or, you know, maybe you've had some glimpses of some kind and it got you like, what is this? How does this all work? There's something beyond this material human experience. And you either know it or you somehow have an inkling that there's something more than this. And that's how this beautiful exploration begins. Because it goes to the deeper questions, right? Like, who am I? What is this? For me, it was, you know, I was attached to my regular human existence. And I was thinking, this can't be all that it is. This isn't big enough. There's got to be something more than this. That was the beginning for me. So on this path, we have these beautiful, sometimes constant opportunities to be with what is. And as we are with what's appearing, we notice things that are challenging for us. We notice patterns. And no matter how much consciousness is just here, accepting everything, welcoming everything, and no resistance to anything, somehow we don't feel that sometimes. Our minds get involved. We have familiar thought patterns like, I'm not good enough, there's something wrong with me. Or there's something wrong with someone else. There's judgment, there's fear, there's pulling away, detachment, limitation. And if you're interested in this spiritual search, which you are, we have these ongoing opportunities to bring to light what's asking to be seen. Ultimately, in awakening, there's no division, there's no shadow, there's no unconscious, there's just the full open welcoming of everything, of the free flow of experience, with nothing pushed away. And not that like you should live that way all the time. No, but that is the possibility of knowing that in some moments of your life, that full on welcoming of everything. And just contemplating that possibility, there might be the realization, oh, there's things I'm not aware of, or there are places in me that I don't want to go, or there are patterns I keep reenacting and I don't know why I'm doing that. These are all just brilliant invitations to go deeper into your in the moment experience. And some of these places that we're invited to go into are, it's difficult. These are old patterns that started when we were young for many of us. We might have experienced trauma that got those patterns going in the first place. These are hard places to go for many of us. And what I found is we can't really do it alone. Some of it for sure, but ultimately we need support from others, from a community like this, to be able to go into the hard places. And I keep hearing that over and over from people who come to these meetings, how beneficial it is to be able to come to a space that's by its nature unconditionally welcoming, which is what this space is. We need safety. We need a sense of safety to be able to explore deeply, especially those patterns that are very embedded in us around fear and shame and sadness, grief. These are not experiences that we want to skip over and pretend we're being spiritual by not having them. That's not spiritual, actually. What is spiritual is to be as consciousness is, which is to welcome everything. That's the invitation.